Yo, what is good, family? We are back in the lab today, and I'm not going to lie to you, the energy in here is a little different right now. Usually, we're talking about finished products, we're talking about albums that have been out for 10 years or classics that changed the game. But today, we are looking forward. We are stepping into the realm of prediction, projection, and honestly, a little bit of messy psychological analysis.
Messy is the key word here. If you think we're just doing a track list breakdown, you are sadly mistaken. This isn't just music. This looks like a diary entry that somebody should have burned but decided to record instead.
Facts. Today, we are deep diving into the upcoming project from Shai Genesis. It's titled The Graduate Mixtape, Volume 1. Now, on the surface, that sounds like some celebratory, throw your cap in the air type vibe. But when you actually look at the synopsis and the track list he dropped, this is a case study on how to complicate your life immediately after getting your degree.
It's a research paper on bad decisions. That's what it is. And I am here for it. The concept is fascinating because he's treating a love triangle like a dissertation. You've got Lake Charles, which represents home, comfort, the girl who's been holding you down since you had braces. And then you have Houston.
Houston isn't just a city in the story.
No, Houston is a woman. She's the personification of the glow up. She's flashy. She's got that oil money energy. She's dangerous. And Shai is stuck right in the middle, treating this whole experience like he's collecting data for a science project.
It's brilliant branding, though. Before we even get into the tracks, we have to talk about the sonic landscape you're stepping into. If you are going to personify Houston, you are stepping into a lineage that is heavy. You can't talk about that city without talking about the tempo. You're talking about the legacy of DJ Screw, the Screw Up Click, UGK. That sound isn't just slow for the sake of being slow. It's heavy. It's emotional. It feels like humidity.
It feels like being stuck in traffic on 610, but you don't even mind because the bass is massaging your back. If Shai is going to use Houston as a character, he has to capture that lethargy, that seductive, syrup-thick pacing. You know, Robert Earl Davis Jr., DJ Screw, created a sound that literally mimicked the feeling of being altered, of time stretching out. If Shai Genesis applies that sound to a romance, that's dangerous. That's that I shouldn't be here, but I can't leave energy.
Exactly. The physics of the music matches the psychology of the cheating. It's slow motion disaster. So let's get into this track list. We haven't heard a single note yet, but based on these titles and the story arc, I think we can map out exactly how this train wreck is going to happen. Track 1, Introduction/Thesis Statement.
I love the audacity of calling it a thesis statement. I predict this is going to be spoken word or maybe a very stripped-back beat. He's setting the parameters. He's telling us I am the subject and I am the observer. It's him trying to rationalize what he's about to do.
It's the disclaimer. Don't judge me. I'm just reporting the findings. Then we move to track 2, The Graduate. This has to be the high energy moment, right? You just walked across the stage, mama is cheering, you feel invincible. I'm expecting horns, maybe a faster tempo. This is the before picture.
Right, this is the optimism before reality hits. But then look at track 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That is a violent pivot.
That is aggressive. You go from The Graduate to a horror movie reference. This tells me the transition to Houston wasn't smooth. Maybe this is culture shock. Or maybe this is the beat that introduces the grit. If you listen to Old Trade the Truth or Zero, there's a darkness to Houston hip-hop too. It's not all candy paint. Sometimes it's grim. I think this track is going to be hard, distorted bass, grimy.
I see that. Or metaphorically, it's him realizing he's a small fish in a big pond. Lake Charles is safe. Houston will chew you up. And then we hit track 4, Down South. This feels like the settle in.
This is where the hi-hats start rolling, that classic Southern bounce. I'm picturing a UGK influence here. Pimp C-style delivery, country rap tunes. He's embracing the environment.
And then track 5, Voodoo Child. This is interesting because that's a Louisiana reference. Jimi Hendrix, obviously, but culturally, voodoo is New Orleans, it's Louisiana. This is him remembering where he came from, but realizing he's under a spell. I think this is where he meets her, the Houston girl. He can't explain why he's drawn to her. It's spiritual. It's magic.
The conflict begins. And track 6 is just called Slow. I mean, come on. We know what time it is.
90 beats per minute or less, R&B sample, lights off. This isn't the club record. This is the come over and watch a movie record where nobody watches the movie.
And that transitions perfectly into track 7, Home of the Screw. If you name a song that, you better come correct. You cannot disrespect the originator. This track has to be chopped and screwed. It has to be. I want to hear the record scratching. I want the voice deep into that demonic but soulful pitch. This is the moment he fully immerses himself in her world.
He's drowning in the purple at this point. And then track 8, Timmy Chan's. Okay, if you are not from Houston, you might not get this. Timmy Chan's is a staple. Wings and rice. It's the hood spot. If he's taking her there or she's taking him there, it's intimacy. It's not Ruth's Chris. It's real life. It's we are comfortable together.
That's the dangerous part. Fancy dinners are for dates. Timmy Chan's is for relationships. He's slipping. Track 9. World Series. This feels like a victory lap. Maybe he feels like he's winning the game. He's got the girl, he's in the city. He's feeling like the Astros in 2017.
But we all know what comes after the high. Track 10, Hold Up, the brakes pump, reality check. This is the moment he looks in the mirror and says, wait a minute, I have a whole girlfriend back in Lake Charles.
And track 11 confirms it, Telephone. The phone is ringing. It's a 337 area code. Do you answer? Do you decline? I bet this song uses a phone conversation sample, maybe an argument, or worse, a sweet voicemail from the girl back home that makes him feel like trash.
Oof, that guilt is heavy. And then track 12, Bum Bum. That title gives me distraction vibes, like a club anthem to drown out the voicemail he just heard. Just loud, ignorant fun to avoid thinking.
Escapism at its finest. Same with Deuces, track 13. Is he saying deuces to the side piece or deuces to his old life? It's ambiguous.
Knowing Nin, he's probably saying deuces to his responsibilities. He's checking out. And then track 14, Little Secret. The seal is broken. It's not a mistake anymore. It's a lifestyle. He's accepted the role of the villain.
And the consequences arrive in track 15, Heavy Rain, weather as a metaphor for emotion. I'm expecting somber keys here, maybe rain sounds in the background. The fun is over, and now he's just wet and cold.
Then track 16, Lost in the H. This is the identity crisis. He's not Shai from Lake Charles anymore. He's just another guy lost in the sprawl of Houston. You know Houston is massive, right? It swallows people. You can drive for an hour and still be in Houston. This track probably feels vast and lonely.
Track 17, Johnny Dang. Another cultural icon, the king of grills, TV Johnny. This represents the superficial shine. Maybe he buys a grill. Maybe he's trying to buy happiness or status to cover up the mess he's made. It's the fake it till you make it anthem.
Diamonds cover a multitude of sins. But then we get to 12 a.m. in Houston. Now, Drake popularized the timestamp records, and they are always confessional. They are always bar-heavy, stream of consciousness tracks. This is Shai Genesis at his most vulnerable. It's midnight, the club is winding down, or maybe he's driving alone on I-10. This is where he tells on himself.
I can hear the soulful sample chop right now. Just him spitting for 4 minutes straight. No hook. Then track 19, Let Me Know. The desperation. He wants an answer. Does the Houston girl actually love him? Does the Lake Charles girl know? He's begging for clarity.
Track 20, Big Fun. The title sounds ironic to me. Like he's trying to convince himself he's having fun, but the energy is probably manic. It's the last hurrah before the crash.
And here we go, the finale stretch. Track 21, H-Town Affair Part 2. This connects back to his previous work. It confirms that this wasn't a fling. This is a saga. The affair has become the main plot.
And it ends with Somewhere in Houston. That is not a conclusion, that is a cliffhanger. Somewhere means he's still lost. He didn't go back home. He didn't fully claim the new girl. He's just floating. It's the perfect ending for Volume 1 because the data collection is incomplete. The hypothesis hasn't been proven yet.
It leaves us hungry for Volume 2. That's the genius of the trilogy format. He doesn't have to resolve the moral conflict today. He just has to document the fall. Honestly, the way he structured this, using the academic framework to analyze raw human emotion, is risky. It could come off as pretentious if the music doesn't slap. But if the production matches that dirty, slowed down, soulful Houston aesthetic we talked about, this could be a classic narrative tape.
It's Good Kid MAAD City meets Confessions meets a sociological study. I'm ready to see if he can pull it off. I want to know if the sound evolves as his character devolves. Does the music get slower as he gets deeper into the mud? I hope so.
That's the question. We are going to be watching this roll out very closely. This is storytelling rap at a high level, at least on paper. We got to see if the execution matches the ambition. Shai Genesis, we are watching you, brother. Don't let us down. And for everybody listening, if you want to witness this case study unfold, you need to tap in.
Definitely. Share this episode with your friend who is currently making terrible relationship decisions. They might learn something, or at least they'll feel seen.
Mark your calendars, because the syllabus drops soon. The Graduate Mixtape Volume 1 is officially releasing on April 3rd, 2026.